In this video, I'm going to show you how to change Samsung Galaxy Watch FE bands. This includes how to detach the band from the watch case, as well as how to reattach the band to the watch. So the Galaxy Watch FE comes with this default band. It is a sport band made of a synthetic rubber, and it does have the newer quick release mechanism for attaching and detaching the bands. So when you want to remove the band, all you have to do is press in on this silver portion on the back of the band, and then you're going to pull away from the watch. And when the watch is upside down like this, you're going to pull up. So I'm going to push in. Let me show you that quick first. And I have noticed that on this band, I almost have to kind of practice pushing it in a little bit first, because the first few times I do it, it's a little stiff or something. But you should be able to see it go down a little bit. And then I'm going to pull away. See, I'm gonna have to do it again. Pull away, and there we go. So I'll show that again on the other side. I'm gonna practice pushing down first. And now I'm going to pull away. There we go. So now you can kind of see what's going on here. There is a little hole right here, and the same thing on the other side, as well as the other sides of the band. And that is where these little pins attach. So there's little pins on these portions of the band. And now when I push this metal in, you should see the pin move. Let's see if I can try to show this. So the pin goes inside the hole more when you push down, which means you can now either remove or reattach the band. So let's try to reattach it. And one thing I always try to remember is that the display facing normally, I want to find the side with the keeper. That's what this little buckle thing is called, buckle and keeper. That should go on the top side of the band. So now I know which side goes where, and I like to turn it over on the back side. It's just a little bit easier. And now I'm going to press in again on this silver button, but now I'm going to push down onto the band. So let's try that. I'm gonna press in. We're gonna see these little pins go inside. And I'm gonna just kind of mold this in here, and now I'm gonna let go. And it looks like I got it. I always do a little double check, kind of wiggling this back and forth just to make sure it's in there securely. So let me go ahead and attach the second one just so you can see it again. Try to do it a little bit quicker this time. Pressing in, and there we go. So that should be securely attached. Now, one thing about this band is if you have sensitive skin, like I do, this might not be the best band for you. So within 24 hours of wearing this brand new band, I did actually end up getting a skin rash, unfortunately. So I wanted to immediately then change to one of the newer nylon bands that doesn't usually give me a rash. So for example, let's say I want to go switch that out. I'll try to do this a little faster this time. And for some reason with the sport band, I like to put the smaller version on the bottom. This one's a little bit harder because it doesn't have the guide for you. So maybe I'll show that a little slower this next time. These two band styles, they both have the quick release. So the pins go inside when you push it. But unlike this one kind of has a keeper of, I don't know what you call this, but I'm gonna call it a keeper that kind of lets you know, okay, I put it in enough. This one doesn't have that keeper, so you kind of just have to line it up by eye. So again, I'm going to push in, pull out, and now I'm gonna try to show you this a little bit more up close and slowly for this band. So I'm gonna push these in, we're gonna see the pins go in, and now I'm gonna try to line up this pin portion with this little hole, and at the same time, align the other one. So this is a little bit trickier. Oh, see? And maybe a slight angle helps. and then just do a little swivel like that and a pull, make sure that it's on there securely. And so the reason I put that nylon band on with the short version on the bottom is just so it's a little bit easier. And actually, I usually prefer to just put this side in before I put it on my wrist, and then I can adjust the watch band like that. So it's up to you which way you prefer. You could have this on the other side if you prefer it there, but that's just how I do it and how I prefer it. So one last thing I'd like to show is if you have the old style of bands, they do not have this quick release version. So no quick release. Instead, it has this little pin slider. I don't know exactly what it's called, but I'm gonna call it that. And so let's actually just do this on the watch. So I'll remove this one. I'll remove this one. And so I'm going to line up my display. I know that I want the side with this little buckle on this side. So what you actually do is you align the side that is furthest away from this little pin on the back. Put this pin into its hole. I'm going to put this pin into this hole. Let's do that now. Okay, it's in there. Now I'm going to try to kind of align this pin and this hole. And now I need to pull this away so the pin will go in, and at the same time push it down, and then try to let go right where the pinhole is. And sometimes it takes a few tries. I think I got it that time. We'll see if I can get that in better focus on the next one. So again, always do this check to make sure it's in there properly. So okay, I'm going to line up the pin that's farther away from this little thing. And now I'm going to pull. Nope. See, this is way harder than the quick release. So at least it's good to have the quick release. Pull this in and push and let go. And the bottom came out. Ugh. There we go, finally. So I hope I've demonstrated that the quick release is actually a very nice feature. If you need to get, well, if you already have the FE, you have the quick release bands. I wouldn't recommend getting any of these older bands unless you really love the sport band and want a different color. I have been enjoying these nylon bands. They're very lightweight. They come in, I think, 3 colors at the moment at least, and they do have the quick release. So if you are interested in any of those, you could check out my links in the description below. And just to show you how to remove the bands that are not the quick release version, it's very similar. You just want to pull this toward you and away so that you release the pin from its hole, like so. I guess it can go either way, and then it just kind of comes out like that. So again, I'm going to pull this and misalign, get this out of alignment with the hole, and then it comes off easily. So at least taking these off is relatively easy, but putting these on is way harder than the quick releases. So if you found this video helpful, could you please give it a thumbs up down below and consider subscribing if you want to see more Galaxy Watch FE videos. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.